Thomas Wood thought he was doing the right thing. Police were desperate to catch a killer and he had information that could help them crack their case. But his employer thought otherwise, sacking him for calling Crime Stoppers.
When Thomas Wood went on leave for the birth of his daughter last year, he was sacked by the New South Wales Transport Department.
It was an absolute shock. I don't think I slept for a number of days. The mental side of things has been an absolute challenge. So here's a copy of the...
He'd been working as a forensic analyst with Transport for New South Wales, where he'd been monitoring IT activity for internal investigations. But it was the reason behind his dismissal that stunned him. Thomas was terminated for sharing information with Crime Stoppers less than a week earlier about a former colleague, Dennis Pietrobon, who had just been arrested over the murder of Sydney woman Nicole Cartwright.
51-year-old Dennis Pietrobon arrested, handcuffed and now charged with murder.
Well, I never thought that an employer would take action against an employee for trying to assist the New South Wales Police in relation to a murder. I had no idea that they could even do that.
Nicole Cartwright was killed in 2018, her body found in a bedsheet in a Hunters Hill park.
To the person who did this, you have cut short Nicole's life, you've destroyed our family and shattered our hearts.
Police allege Nicole met Pietrobon on a dating site before she was killed on the night of her 32nd birthday. Thomas Wood spoke to Crime Stoppers after seeing Pietrobon's arrest on the news. He told them he had previously investigated Pietrobon for downloading pornography at work, sexual harassment of a colleague, and failing to reveal an assault charge which eventually led to his dismissal. But Thomas Wood was sacked for the tip-off, which the department said was a failure to maintain confidentiality.
I definitely recognised him as being a person who I'd previously investigated.
It was another 9 months before the department handed the internal files to detectives.
I cannot believe that such a subjective decision had been made after 15 years of employment within the transport cluster, that they could actually terminate my employment within 2 days after notifying police about information critical to a possible murder.
Late last week, the New South Wales Supreme Court ruled in Thomas Wood's favour, finding he was unfairly dismissed. His lawyer Amanda Harvey said her client wasn't given the chance to respond before he was sacked.
What was provided to them was clear information that he believed there was a legal basis that he should be going forward to the police, and that is what he had done.
Perhaps one of the most striking revelations in court was that police had previously asked Transport for New South Wales for any documents about Pietrobon before Mr. Wood contacted Crime Stoppers. But at the time, the department failed to produce the internal investigation reports to detectives. Pietrobon would never make it to trial. He died in jail in April this year. Nicole Cartwright's family has praised Thomas Wood for daring to speak up, telling A Current Affair, "We are surprised that Transport for New South Wales wouldn't give that information. We thank Thomas that he came forward with that." The Transport Minister's office declined to comment on the case, saying Andrew Constance will no longer be Transport Minister after this morning's party room meeting, after his decision to resign from state politics for a tilt at a federal seat.
I questioned whether I was right, and to have Her Honour's decision come out, I feel utterly vindicated that I'd done the right thing.